Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. We see silver at $19.46. It is definitely in a bullish trend right now, no doubt about it. A lot of people were skeptical if there was going to be a pullback coming soon when it reached that $19 range, but it's still going higher. I think right now precious metals in general just overall have the most potential that they've had in several years. Now, don't forget that silver was in the $22 range, back in 2013, but since then it's been a very bear market, just a slow, really nothing was really happening for it. But nowadays there's so many different factors influencing silver's price, you really can't ignore it. Media can't ignore it. Even people investing into other assets can't ignore it. With stock market volatility, people were finally seeing that there's other alternatives to make some real money, to capitalize on some real profits. Now, it kind of is unfortunate for those people that are getting in nowadays because a couple months ago, silver was only $15. Now they're paying a almost $5 premium on top of that. Whether it goes to $20 or even stays at this range, a lot of people don't even know that silver was $15 a couple months ago because they only started looking into it. It only caught their attention when it starts climbing, and that's a lack of research. That's people's own biased opinion, and just lack of open-mindedness, because when it comes to investing, you really do have to look at all the different options out there. Like when I got into cryptocurrency, I was very skeptical about it, but I found ways to earn free crypto without investing any of my own money out of my own pocket. So if I did make a mistake, it wasn't really hurting me, but I was open-minded to it. A lot of people told me not to for various reasons, but I still kept an open mind and actually made some pretty good profits from it. When it comes to stocks, whether it's options markets, silver ETFs, whether it's real estate, whatever the case is, you have to still be aware of what's happening in that atmosphere, because as an investor, everything is intertwined, and stock market volatility is just as important and can influence silver's price just as much as supply and demand could to some extent. So whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's stocks, whether it's precious metals, you have to be aware of what's happening in those markets, because that's going to determine how your investment or whatever you're investing in it will perform. So that's why I do make so many videos covering, stock market volatility and what's happening with cryptocurrency and where silver supply is headed and the political atmosphere, whether it's the US China trade wars. All that stuff is definitely intertwined. Merrill Lynch manipulating the markets with trillions of dollars, JP Morgan calling Bitcoin a scam. There's so many things happening, and all of this is all leading to the same alternative, though, which is precious metals. It's literally the perfect storm right now for precious metals. Gold and silver, I have not seen have so much potential in a very long time. Now, I've been making these types of videos telling you guys silver's time is coming. Watch out for silver ending 2019, but a lot of people don't take me serious because I'm making videos for so long. People just assume that I just say that just just to say it. They don't think that there's actual context underneath it, but there is. We all know that. The people, you guys watching this video know that. But people coming from the outside that just see a video of mine saying that silver's gonna, has a potential to explode and it's undervalued, they just think I'm just talking out of my butt just to make a video. They don't understand, because they're not open-minded enough. They're closed-minded with their own biased, selfish opinions, not really seeing the bigger picture, not really taking off that lens and looking at it from a fundamental point of view. And I'm so happy that you guys do, because it's not like I have just all my emotional attachment in silver. It's not like I'm just rooting for silver. No, I'm looking at everything from a fundamental point of view. If stock markets had a potential to, overpass silver or something, I would be talking about that and looking into that. I mean, look what happened when Bitcoin exploded. I mean, I didn't abandon silver, but a lot of my attention was on cryptocurrency because I saw how much potential was in it, and I thought it was interesting that a decentralized global monetary system that had zero to little fees with instant transactions was interesting on a blockchain that serves everything on a public database. That interested me. I saw potential in it, but obviously there's still a long way to go with that. And silver is, my true. I still see the most safe fundamental value in precious metals. Now, if Bitcoin could have taken different alleyways to make it a lot safer and a lot of stuff that went wrong, I would still be focusing more on that as well. And actually, it was pretty cool because now there's Bitcoin that's backed by silver and real silver and gold, and it's interesting. But that's just a point of example showing that open-mindedness allows you to see different directions and look from a different scope or different lens to make other profits and other opportunities that wouldn't arise if you were only stuck on one set mind state. So right now I hope people are looking at precious metals and seeing these things and understanding the bigger picture, also doing some research, because you can't just read a headline from a news article and think that you're in the loop. You have to dig deep. A lot of this stuff, it could be false advertising. A lot of it is just stuff that you can't read a headline. You have to actually research and fact check and see where the source is coming from. And that's stuff I have to do because I have a channel that that has an audience that I'm speaking to. So I have to make sure that what I'm saying is factual. But you guys have to be doing the same stuff. You can't just always turn towards me to get the inside scoop on everything. I definitely think that silver stacking, especially silver, is a very individual journey and an individual experience. And some things that I do, some choices I make might not work as good for you, and maybe some other things will be more beneficial to your stack if you branched off a different direction, and especially because I've been stacking for 8 years now, and some people are more in the beginner stage. Some people are more experienced than me that should be doing things that I shouldn't because I'm not there yet. It really does depend on where you're at, how much silver and gold you've accumulated, what your financial system is, when your buying and selling time frames are, what resources do you have around you, all that stuff really does matter. And making a portfolio and kind of bringing things to terms where you can break it down and look at it realistically, where you're headed and your goals will definitely help you. But I definitely think that silver is going to be hitting $20 pretty soon, probably within the next month. We've already seen it go up 20 cents since like yesterday. I think it was just $19 and 20 something cents yesterday. It's already going up, it's rapidly rising, especially the higher it gets, the higher the price gets, more people are going to start buying it, shooting the price up more. More people are going to start covering it. Media is going to start covering it. People are going to start seeing that this is an investment with real opportunity and real profits to be made. So they're going to start hopping on board. People are going to start going to their coin shops, probably selling some as well, capitalizing on some profits. But the whole point is that people are actually diving into the world of precious metals, and I think that's so important. I mean, look at the YouTube world right now. That's also how you can get an inside view on people's curiosity, because my channel is getting 3-4 times as many views that it usually does. That means there's 4 times as many people searching on YouTube about silver and gold as well. That's a prime example. To look at everyone else's channels as well, not just mine. Everyone, all the silver stacking channels are getting 3-4 times as many views as they normally get, because people have peak interest in it right now. So that also means that it's not just a short-lived thing, that there's real potential for this to start really catching fire and take off. I'm not trying to be a silver pumper saying that silver is going to reach $100 tomorrow. That's not realistic. I'm not going to mislead you, but I definitely think that 25 silver by Thanksgiving is definitely a possibility. That I actually made a video on that yesterday if you want to go check that out. But the whole point is that silver is definitely undervalued. There's definitely a lot of potential, and I'm going to keep covering and updating you guys with what's happening in the world of precious metals. I'm curious where you guys think silver's headed. Are you a new stacker? Have you jumped the gun yet? Are you on board? Have you started purchasing silver, or are you holding off? I'm curious where you guys are at. A lot of you guys have been watching my stuff for a while. I know you guys have been stacking, but I also know there's a lot of new audience. There's a lot of new people coming into my channel, and I'm curious where you guys are, what your whole thought about the precious metals world is. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like this video if you thought it was educational, informational, or just entertaining. Also subscribe. I post daily videos. I'll probably post 2 more videos today, so make sure you tune in for that. Also, check out the videos I posted yesterday. I know you guys are going to dig those as well. But anyways, this was Silver Slayer. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys soon.